Why is Tyler the Creator there? Cause he's pretty cool, you know. I mean, I got this whole design idea from his Eagle album. I'll be back in a bit. I gotta go shit. Okay, see you later, Dragon. Have a good one, bro. Yo, Roger, you here too, bro? I see you. Okay, let's get this up. Yeah, cheese, man. See you, Gecko. Don't tell me your feet fingers stinky too. Bro, I can't get over that clip. That clip's great. Thanks for the follow, man. Have a good one. Thanks for the sub, Alex. Means a lot. Okay, a bunch of follows are just coming in. Jeez. Was that E-Girl Demi-Fiend? Bro, I wish. A true Chad subs then follows. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the follow, Ramstein. Okay, tell me if the music's too loud. I don't want you to go deaf. Thanks for the follow, August. Thanks for the gift sub. Yeah, I don't even know there was a gift sub animation here. Music's fine? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we'll start off with the news. I was a bit late, but I was busy on working on my video, so there's a bit of news to cover. So there are multiple Kirby games in the works, which was confirmed by Shinya Kamizaki. So he said, be ready for the next phase of Kirby. So they've pretty much confirmed that a mainline game is coming out this year. Yeah, man, you're a founder, bro. I mean, I only got not Prime, affiliate just the other week. And yeah, smaller releases will most likely follow. Open world Kirby, I'm sure of it. Bro, how's that gonna play out? I mean, they did something with, like, an openish world Kirby in the last game. It was just an open area where you could just walk around, like, but you couldn't do anything. It was just from one level to another. So I hope they work on maybe a 3D Kirby, which would be pretty cool to see. I mean, I love the 2D Kirby games, but it'd be cool to see a 3D Kirby. Moving on. Yoko Taro is allegedly working on a new digital-only game. It's in partnership with Square Enix. And it's not gonna be something like what his other games, like Nier and Dragon Card, or it's more of a smaller indie-like title, apparently. So that'll be cool to see. I'm interested to see what Yoko comes up with this time. And he went on to say, it's difficult to explain a somewhat unusual game. I've created something mysterious that I have no idea how to explain or sell. So, who knows what this game will be like. Knowing Yoko, though, it'll be an experience. This was pretty big when PlayStation announced it. They announced the closure of the PS3 and Vita stores, and that got a lot of people angry. And they went and reversed it just the other day, which is pretty cool to see. I mean, there was massive backlash. I don't know if they had much of a choice there. But yeah, so PS3 and Vita stores are open. So we'll be continuing to see support for another few years, I'm sure of it. PSP will still lose its functionality on July 2nd. But PSP games will still remain purchasable on the PS Vita store. So there's not much to worry about. So how come I'm a founder? I think the first, like... I think only the people who sub get founder. Gifted subs don't become founder. I think that's how it works, I'm not sure. Did I sub on? I think my shit is broke. It says you have sub. Let me check. Actually, emotes should work now as well. Yeah, that works. Alex fucked me over. Yeah, Steve Smile works. Let's go. Asian Steve Jobs. Okay, moving on. Konami did something, which, mind-blowing. They went and trademarked the Japanese title for Castlevania and Metal Gear Rising in Japan. So, who knows if they're actually going to work on something with this? Hopefully, because Konami just been making pachinko machines and phone games for the past 5 years. Can I refund to give it to August? I actually have no idea how to do that. How do I do that? I mean, if there's a way, I'll do it, sure. MGR Pachinko. I think they made a Metal Gear Solid 3 Pachinko, and that really pissed me off, because it was like HD graphics and all that. Like, MGS3 looked at its best, but it was for a Pachinko machine, and not for like a HD remaster or something. Alex's generosity fucked my motives. So yeah, maybe Konami will work on something this time. Hopefully. Moving on, Square Enix are hiring staff and devs for new Nier projects. So, this is pretty cool. They're still working on the Nier series. Who knows what the next few games will be? I mean, we got a phone game. The original Nier got a remaster or remake even. And maybe they'll make a third game in the series, maybe another spin-off, who knows. August really thinks she's getting founder. I didn't do it on purpose. Damn, Alex actually just screwed over August. Damn. Moving on. This got scammed. So Square Enix has confirmed that they're gonna be a part of E3 this year, which was kind of obvious, but it's cool to see that they are actually going to be there. And they spoke a bit about it. Yosuke Matsuda confirmed that there will be new game announcements, and they'll be showcasing their lineup beyond Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. So, we'll hopefully see some FF16 stuff, maybe a new IP, and some other stuff. Okay, so this is another tragic event for Blizzard. The vice president, Jeff Kaplan, leaves the company after like 19 years. I don't think he mentioned why in his letter, so it's kind of sucks. Blizzard's just going downhill. What is this? What is this going on in chat? Yeah, all my homies hate Blizzard. Yeah. I don't know. What was the last Blizzard game I enjoyed playing? Like, remotely. I mean, I enjoyed Overwatch when it first came out. but that's it. Diablo 2 was getting a remaster, so I'm interested to play that since Diablo 2 is like my favorite Blizzard game. Blizzard just keeps taking L's, which honestly is well deserved. Yeah, they've been doing some pretty shady practices the past few years. They seem to hate their fan base. Yeah. Yeah, Blizzard's just kind of a train wreck. I don't know if they can ever recover. I mean, Overwatch 2's coming out, but I don't even know if that can save them. Don't you guys have phones? Bro, that... we're releasing a new Diablo game, and it's only on phones. That's right, guys. It's everything you asked for. Yeah, cool. I remember so many friends though hating on Blizzard, but crawling right back. Yeah, I haven't been there though. I've stayed away from Blizzard, like I'd say after the release of Overwatch. After that, I kind of just stopped playing their games, and they started, you know, doing even more shady practices. I'm gonna play Burning Crusade. I haven't actually heard of that one. And then stop after my friend group stops. Okay. That sounds similar to some of the stuff I do with my mates. We just play a game for a bit, stop, go, move on. Okay, moving on. Tales of Arise is actually launching. Can you believe it, guys? So we got a new trailer. It's launching on September 10th, so pretty soon from now. I expected it to come like sometime next year, honestly. But yeah, no. It's releasing after quite a long time of silence, and they've revealed that the game will have PS5 and Xbox Series X versions. And yeah, UFO Table will be making the opening, so it'll be really well animated. See, if WoW wasn't a subscription, at least fucking one. Yeah, it'd be so much better. Yeah, I played World of Warcraft a bit, but haven't played it in, I think, 4 years now. Yeah, UFO Tables, like, makes some of the best animation I've seen. Moving on. This was really cool, I feel. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is finally releasing worldwide, which... is honestly surprised, because it's been over half a decade since its original release in Japan. So I don't think many people expected them to release it just like out of nowhere. Both the games are coming and are releasing on July 27th for both Switch, PS4, and Steam. So it'll be really cool to play these. I've always wanted to play these games since I've heard great things about them. This really, kind of made me sad. Resident Evil 4 VR is exclusive to Quest 2. No, Rift S. I don't know, man. That just really depresses me. I mentioned it in my recent video that I'm like looking forward to play Resident Evil 4 in VR on my Rift S, but not, it's Quest 2 only. I don't even have a VR set, and this feels like getting cucked. Yeah. I'm really sad over this. Like, a lot of people have the Rift S. Moving on. Ys 9 is releasing on July 6th. I know a lot of my friends are looking forward to play this game, since they really enjoyed the 8th game in the series. I personally haven't played a game in this series yet. It's like a JRPG series from Famicom. The creators of the Cold Steel and the Sky games. Another FF type game, kinda. It's in a way where you just got a group of people going in an adventure. It's got JRPG combat and all that stuff. So yeah, in a way it's like FF. Famicom's kind of been taking over like the JRPG scene though, because they've been releasing some of the best ones, I feel. Let me know if I should get it. Yeah, sure. I'm pretty excited. It looks good. Judgment Day Countdown. So Sega and Ryuga Gotoku Studios have started a Judgment Day Countdown. I don't know if this is like the end of the world or a new Judgment game. Hopefully it's something other than Perfume this time, because watching that live stream where they just announced Perfume was not fun. I was kind of annoyed because it was like a two-hour live stream. Gotta be Majima Piss Perfume. The only thing I can think of is Apple refunding it. Let me see if I can do that. I'll try it right now. Should be under your subs, okay. Gifted sub. Let's see. Let's see. I'm eating right now. What's up? Yo, what's good, man? I'm just quickly trying to refund a gift sub. Man, I should have really read up on that guide. Oh, August, you got it fixed? I'm so confused. August a founder now, though. I don't know how am I subbed. I don't know. This the Twitch system, still need to get used to it. Panoy, you know anything? That's weird. Okay. I'll check in on it later. So yeah, moving on. There's a new State of Play on April 29th. It's been announced a couple days ago. And it will heavily feature the new Ratchet & Clank game. Other than that, they said it's just going to be indie titles. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it, because I don't really care much about the new Ratchet & Clank game. But I might. I'm not sure. Ratchet is June, right? Not sure actually. It's coming out, yeah, June 11th. Okay. So this is cool. Resident Evil Village final demo gets an extension. Remember, Pinoy, I told you about it before, how it's just one day, just the 24 hours you can play it. It got extended to a whole week, which is really cool. So now you don't have to worry about, let's say, if you're busy on the day, you can't play it. You got a whole entire week to play it, which is really nice. I think they thought of it like, oh, this is kind of bad. Like, we only gave the players 1 day for the demo. Not many people are gonna be able to play it. Mommy Village, can't wait to be choked in 4K. RE Village dating sim, bro. I can't wait for this game. I'm honestly super excited. It might be the best RE game since 4. Which I know is saying a lot, but like, I mean, I didn't like 5. 6 is really fun, but it's not like a good game, you know? 7 was good, but it could have been better. This feels like it's what 7 should have been. Too bad not in VR. Yeah. Can get choked in VR. I need to play 6 again. 6 co-op is like the most fun shit ever. It's honestly so fun. Like, if you got a mate to play with, it's so good. They don't like us. Okay, so moving on to the main discussion for today. How important are soundtracks in games? Which is a really important discussion to me, because soundtracks are what, like, my second or favorite thing in games. I'd say like combat, soundtrack, story. That's what it is for me. So it's an interesting topic, I feel, because I've had a lot of friends who feel different. They're like, they put story on top, gameplay, and then like put music at the bottom. Triforce. Yeah. I feel like Persona's soundtrack. Yeah, so what effect does a soundtrack have on a game? Move on to the next track. It's a bit too... I feel that like a soundtrack can affect the overall feel of a game. It can either like make it feel super scary or super bright and colorful and fun. And so I feel that in a way the soundtrack can just like control the mood of the game. So let's say you're playing a scary, not a scary game, a depressing ass game, like maybe Silent Hill 2, and then you don't have those like themes like Laura's theme and all that playing during those moments, it wouldn't hit as hard as it would with that soundtrack. And so yeah, it can change the atmosphere of the game, it can make story beats and combat more impactful. I know like I get an adrenaline rush when there's some good ass music playing while I'm like fighting something. So like, for example, Nier, I'm playing that right now. The music, man, it gives me like a dopamine rush when I'm in combat. And yeah, so it can enhance gameplay. It can also either be super annoying or super enjoyable. It's like, you have to utilize it well, otherwise it can be detrimental to your game as well. And so let's move on to what makes a good soundtrack. So obviously well composed is like the big thing. It fits the themes of the game. The genre should fit the theme and feel of the game, or even just a section of the game. For example, with Mario Odyssey, we got like jazzy, new jazz sort of music in that game, as well as some ambience and all that. It fits the game like perfectly. And so like Mario Galaxy has like ambience and like orchestral soundtrack, which fits like the the space themes of it really well, because like it's a brand new world essentially. And yeah, Pokemon also, like 4th gen, the way it uses its melodies and its rhythms to make catchy tunes for towns and battles and characters is really well done. Who's my favorite composer? Ooh. That's tough. Honestly, that's... I would probably say... I mean, I like Shiro Sagisu for his... his movie soundtracks and all that. For games, though, I would say like Akira Yamaoka or like Keiichi Okabe for Nier. Akira Yamaoka was a composer for Silent Hill 1 to 4. And then Keiichi was the composer for Nier. Takaru Kanzaki for me. Atmosphere matters. Yes, it does. So yeah, another good thing about soundtracks, like making it good, is it doesn't get too repetitive to the point of annoyance. So to do that, they usually change throughout the game. Thanks for the follow, Kage. I heard you just finished Chainsaw Man, bro. How was that? But yeah, Hades handles that pretty well. The sound after the waves. Yeah, the way it like moves from like this drum-based beat to like just silence, just like a tapping of like a drum very quietly flowing through the game, and then combat comes back in, and then like the drum goes hard again. It's really cool. Chainsaw Man broke me, bro. And then a boss appears and a guitar starts going ham. Yeah. Man, Hades' soundtrack was insane to me. Like, the way they used it to do all the themes and the way it flowed into each other was so well done. So yeah, that's what I feel makes a good soundtrack. Hades was insane. Yeah, absolutely. I spent so many hours on the Switch, and then I got it for PC, and I spent another like 15 hours on it. So here are my examples of good soundtracks. Otherwise, like just my favorite soundtracks generally. So Kingdom Hearts, I kind of just adore that soundtrack. Shin Megami Tensei 3 and 4. I'm kind of an SMT fan. I don't know if you could tell. Silent Hill 1 to 4, especially 2, is like outstanding. Nier. Especially while playing it again. Bro, the music is insane. It's honestly, it's probably my favorite soundtrack of all time. Digital Devil Saga, if any of you have listened to the soundtrack for that, know how hard it goes. DMC 3 and 5, I especially love. 1 also has a really good soundtrack, but not as good as 3 and 5, I feel. No More Heroes 2, if you haven't listened to that, has some of the greatest tunes ever in a game. And Dragon Guard 1 and 3. I recently listened to those soundtracks while going through the story and the writings and all that stuff. And man, the first game is honestly the most horrific soundtrack I've ever listened to. Man, Chainsaw Man just hits different, bro. The ending was insane. Have you played Octopath? Yeah, Octopath does like dynamic music so damn well. The way it has like a little intro. I saw a video on it. How they make the intro always flawlessly flow into the battle theme, which is really cool. I don't know if I can, let me try and find the video. I'll link it. I get it, yeah, man. Let's see. There you go. That's the video I watched. It's a really good video. You should check it out. But yeah, the way it uses its like intros to hype up boss battles is really well done. Mouth-watering sound design. Yeah. Man, Octopath Traveler's soundtrack really blew me away when I first played it. Okay, moving on. What makes a bad soundtrack? This might get a little controversial because, you know, we all have differing opinions about soundtracks and whether we like them or not, but this is my like take on it. So essentially the opposite of what was listed before. It doesn't fit the themes of the game, genre doesn't work well with the theme of the game or section, it gets overly repetitive in an annoying way, and doesn't evolve throughout the game. Ignore me pasting it again, I'm on my phone. Yeah, that's fair. So examples of these are Pokemon Sword and Shield. I liked like one track from that. I've forgotten every single other track from the game. Dragon Age Inquisition I found pretty disappointing, especially after how great Dragon Age's soundtrack was. Devil May Cry 2 is, you know, just the game in general is pretty bad. So, and Xenoblade X, it's not a bad soundtrack. I mean, I love Sawano's work, especially like in Attack on Titan, but it doesn't really fit the game that well. So yeah, I'm interested to hear what other people think. Beto's theme, if that's how you pronounce it. I forgot his theme. He's the dude from Pokemon Sword and Shield, yeah. Still, their work sure is iconic in many things. Yeah, I mean, I like the soundtrack for Xenoblade X. It's just that I don't feel it fits the game very well. I have consumed my food. I am here to consume Apple content. Let's go. He has the cotton candy here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, Alex. Okay, so the next two slides are going to be what I feel it has the most impact on. So, impact on story is a really big one. I feel soundtracks always have had a major impact on story. Think about how like films utilize it, and if they didn't utilize soundtracks, how different the feel of that film would be. Maybe what, like The Lighthouse, which is what my favorite film of all time, has an extremely well done soundtrack. If that didn't have that soundtrack, I feel it wouldn't be as memorable as it is for me. And so, yeah, always having music can be a bad thing. I know of some situations where they just play music in a place where there should be no music, really. Because sometimes silence is better than music, you know what I mean? It sometimes sets the tone of like, oh shit, this is getting serious or something. So that's my take on silence in music. Kazoo theme. It can either destroy the emotional build-up in a scene or make it stick with you for the rest of your life. So what? An example of that is, I guess, yeah, Laura's theme in Silent Hill 2. Emil's theme in Nier. The final boss theme of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's a good pause break from the rattling brain. But yeah, this is what I feel impacts story. Like how it impacts story. Silence puts so much impact in almost any context. It makes me not. Yeah. I've seen it done really well in a lot of games. That's why I feel like, you know, as I said, silence can be a good thing at times. Moving on. Impact on gameplay, which is debatably like the most important aspect here. It, I feel, has as much as an impact as it has on story, if not more. Because, you know, you're mostly playing the game for gameplay. If the gameplay isn't impactful, you're bound to not, like, touch it again. It can make even repetitive combat enjoyable to some, like, dopamine released when listening to it. So, the original Nier, I'm using Nier as an example a lot, but the original Nier had pretty combat. Like, it wasn't the best, but the music made me deal with it. Like, made me put up with it when I would probably not put up with it in any other circumstance. But because the music was so impactful and amazing, I just decided to, like, keep going, and I kept enjoying it, even if, you know, the combat wasn't the greatest. But now they fixed that with the remake. They're having a good time with that. And yeah, again, it can make gameplay much more memorable or completely forgettable. Pretty much the exact same. Music can carry an entire game for me. Yeah, we discussed this before in DMs, where we were going on about how music can sometimes just, like, carry a game altogether. And yeah, it can also make you feel like the coolest guy around or a complete piece of shit. DMC5, and then, what? Silent Hill 2. So yeah, moving on to the final slide. How important are soundtracks? Pretty much soundtracks can control your thoughts, actions, and feelings, essentially making you feel like a puppet of the composers. Or the composer. So I feel like a good composer knows how to control their audience really well. If you don't know how to do that, you're gonna kind of lose them. I feel like that a soundtrack can be as or even more important than story sometimes, due to being an extension of the narrative. It tells a story that can't be told in writing, essentially. Damn, like a puppet, bro. I see you with the writing skills, bro. Yeah, so in a way, how well a soundtrack does in a game can make or break a game for me. And yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about the importance of soundtracks in games. I'm gonna open it to viewer discussion now. If anyone has any, like, differing opinions or anything, let me know, because that'll be interesting to hear. The seminar professor taking notes. Bro, I taught my entrepreneurship class one day. I'm pretty good. What, like... There was this time when the teacher or the professor's internet cut out during the Zoom call. So we were just stuck, and everyone was just super quiet, and I was getting kind of bored. So I decided to just, like, talk about entrepreneurship, and I just listed a bunch of, like, dot points and crap, like what makes entrepreneurship and all that. And then I don't even notice the professor came back on, and then she was like, "Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're the Zoom professor now." Yeah, I took over. They don't pay me for it. Kind of sucks. I'll stay broke forever. But yeah, actually 5-head. I just want to say the boss theme and Nocturne's Reason battles made the fight like 100% more memorable. That shit was insane. Yeah, it's the one with like the guitars and like the what, out of sync guitars from the drumming beat and all that stuff. Like, bro, the way it's like not in line with the beat is so good, and then it like kind of joins together with the other guitar and the drums to go like in this flurry of explosions. And bro, it's insane. The Reason boss battle is so good. Motherfucker going hard with an organ. Yeah. Music gets me to nut when it's paired right with this scene or battle in games. Yeah, no. Music is just... Man. I have a bit of an addiction to music. Something special about Mario themes is how much it can get you to hum or sing it. Yeah. It's like got a really infectious tune to it, like most of Mario's soundtracks. I catch myself just like humming the Mario theme sometimes. The amount of times I hum Gusty Garden or Bob-omb Battlefield a day, yeah, bro. It's Mario soundtracks. They did an amazing job just making it as infectious as possible. But yeah, I've finally gotten out how I feel about music in games. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend 4 hours listening to Kina's theme today. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, that shit hits so hard when you when you play the game as well. 3D World Bowser theme. I haven't actually played 3D World yet. I've played 3D Land, but I haven't played 3D World. Felt like I might learn the language, honestly. Yeah, I can't believe they made their own language for the music, for the soundtrack. It's insane.